Finally. I'm still tired though. At least there's now some few chapters to play. Where am I? Hey, I managed to materialize. That's great, Habitat. I gotta take along, it seems. Maybe it's because I'm the Garden Fairy with the shield. But there's nothing here. Is she intending to wait for your spirit to break by imprisoning you here? I don't know, and walking around doesn't seem to make much difference. I would bet Metatron's with her Divine Spirit class, Saintcraft would have a mental world that's as large as the whole city. Actually, Metatron is an archangel, like the legends state, and it wouldn't be strange if she has a universe inside of. Huh? Suddenly a road opened before us. It sure looks like there's nothing else. Is she telling us to walk it or something? Maybe so. Wait, look behind you. Behind, but there's nothing there. Exactly before it was just a white void, stretching on forever, but now as well as this space here has been disconnected, as if it's endless ravine or something. So basically we have nowhere to go but forward. Yeah, if we keep dragging our feet, it might force us to fall into the ravine. Let's go. And so Mash and I started to walk. If I had been honest, the first 3 steps almost broke me, because I mean there's nothing here. Wasteland that goes on forever, together with an out-of-place asphalt road. It's almost like a highway from America. Ah, and if so, there must be an end to it. But for some reason, I have a feeling that isn't this the case. This route was clearly created by the will of the judge, and we are being led along it. The objective of the judge being to turn Mash into a ruler. She wants to make Mash accept the fairness she's been mulling over, so that she views everything as equal. This route only exists to achieve that. Okay, me think with all you got. What's needed for Mash to become a ruler? Her age and appearance probably don't matter, and her abilities are up to par already. To become a ruler, to become like judge, you require fairness, bordering on cruel. So what do you need in order to acquire such a fairness? Okay, I got it. If that's how it works, I know I can be a help for sure. Look, Habitat, there's a building over there. Alright, let's go check it out. Mash. Your arrival here means you have decided to become a ruler, I see. Welcome, I'm Metatron Johnny, an archangel. Is incarnate as a servant inside the vessel of a saint. May I inquire you as to your name? My name is Mash Curelay, but I don't really want to become a ruler. Mash Curelay, it is, and I understand your hesitation. The path of a ruler is perilous, but fear not, I will be with you. Now let's go with our heads held high. No, as I said, I don't want to become a ruler. Then why have you come here? What should we do, Mash? I don't think she's gonna fall for any lies. That is true. I should be honest with her and see what she does. The truth is, I see. To think the judge of all people would do something so tyrannical. Mash Curelay, could you come a bit closer and show me your soul? My soul? Yes, there's soul, don't worry, I won't try to extract it or anything like that. I'm just going to look at it. Okay, if that's the case, here you go. Your rebirth as a demi-servant occurred in 2015. The achievement that makes you a hero experience our records of 2016. As I thought, becoming a ruler here is for the best. Rather than staying a demi-servant and becoming a phenomenon that can only exist in 2016. I think it's better if you become a register as a real servant in the throne of heroes. A phenomenon that only exists in 2016. Your memories exist in this library as books. Toss them away, go without them. They're not needed for a ruler. Holding on to them will only hurt you. I refuse. Oh, I'm sorry. You seem to be understanding some mistaken impression. I was not ordering you. I already have determined it is going to happen. I will use my authority as an archangel to rob your memories and safely manage them for you. What I need is in your heart. What I don't need is this bookshelf. Now please visit the library once more. I'll be waiting magically. Wait! Where is this? Mash, are you okay? Keep it together. Yes. You're Habitrot, right? Yeah, that's right. Are your memories okay? They're fine, yes. I remember everything. Both who I am and what my goal is. I remember everything clearly. What a relief. When you asked me to confirm my name, I thought my heart was going to stop. So the Metatronius bluff. I have no idea anyway. I think we should keep going on ahead. You're right, let's go. It's fine. My memories are clear to me. I remember my name fine. And I remember the many faces and names of the people I have met in my journey. I remember singulars we have restored, and I remember the lost spells we have overcome. It's fine, I remember everything, and that's true. But I feel like I've been robbed of something. Something has taken out of me. What I need is in your heart. What I need don't is in this bookshelf. Have a try. And what's up? I do have my memories of everything that has happened up until now. But maybe, just maybe, I have been robbed of that, which goes along with the memories. What do you mean? I guess the feelings from back then. Like, what feelings did I hold dear when I fought? There was a battle. There was a decision. There was a threat. There was fear. There was passion. There was happiness. There was joy. There was sorrow. There was, and yet, all of those things feels like nothing but scribbling on a page. Mash. Little by little, I feel the scales tipping. No, that's not quite right. My already tipped scales are now going back to normal. And that's the right thing. It has to be the right thing. And yet I feel unease clawing my chest. I'm fearful of how I am about to change. Becoming a ruler. For some reason, the choice that I rejected just a few moments ago, it feels like the most natural thing in the world. Not because I've been brainwashed, but because my emotions have lost their color. That choice has grown even more pronounced. Ooh, what's this? Different layers of force. Master versus Master battle. Pretender. Ruler, I guess. We're back. I guess we are. Indeed, luckily our sacrifices were few, and now we've finally acquired the right to appeal your ascendance. Whether or not we'll win, though, is a different matter. For now, we should think about only what's right ahead of us. That goes for you too, Master. Also, how strong is Mash in combat with a Master around? Even without me, she's amazing. I've never seen you say something with that level of confidence ever. And now that you mention it, it's true. Mash's speed of growth is exceptional. It's easy to get the wrong idea when she always fight behind her shield, but her normal parameters are all high. Mash is already fully fledged first-class servant. Even without a master, she won't fall so easily. And trust, no, have faith in that. And also, she got Habitrot by her side, supporting her. But with her in Metatron's clutch, there's honestly nothing we can do at the moment. We just have to do what we can, Morardi. Before we launch our appeal, what should we done? That's what I need to know before anything else. Good question. What we need is knowledge of image, argument, and sufficient material to counter it. In order to work that out, it's best that we first engage in debate. Even you should know that before say a speech, that you do dry run before the actual one. Got it, I'm not particularly well spoken, but I'll try my absolute best to play this part. Hey, should we go back home before anything else? You're right. Let's do this after we gotten back home and rested. Everyone must be tired, right? Let's use this day to take it easy and rest up. Yeah, let's go with that. Not him reply. Hee-ho. But this thing got no more use. One ticket for me, Master. I'm back, Granado. To where Mash Curely disappeared. The thing is, can we rescue her maybe by using your power? Saving her would be a terrible mistake. What? If you save her, she will become lost in hell while already inside of it. Does that make sense to you? No, not really. It's fine if it does not make sense to you. I bet you simply wait for now. Will she come back if we wait? No. We got PTSD from the event of the second ordeal call. This matched Kulei's battle, her path to walk. You can do nothing about it. You may have faith and wait, but that is all. You stand no chance of victory without Mash. I understand. Just a little question, Cutout. What is it? About Mash Killer and Yuki. As I hear it, they took back the Incinerate Human Order and overcome the 7 lost spells. That's right, what about it? If they were capable of that, how come he's so shaken up? There should be no reason for him to believe in Mash as little as he does. You're right about that. Or maybe there was an event traumatic enough that make him have that kind of attitude. Thanks to Dante. I don't feel so good. Why is there 3 options? Metatron. You guess I'm coming in, alright? Sleeping here of all places, you're gonna give Sloth a bad name. Listen here, my dear Akachi. You gotta sleep in bed. with his Akechi. Oh, you're actually awake. Great. Akechi, well, who knows? Anyway, never mind that. Kifo, to bed you go. They're done. Why do you have pleasant 2 futons? Right, time for me to sleep too. Hey, what's with the very low? Poke your eyes out. Erg can't sleep. Can't sleep? Whoa. Haha. Like I thought, you're worried about Mash, aren't you? Yeah. Mash is a shooter servant, with Galahad having possessed her, right? She's honestly not all that far behind, all things considered. To lift a shield that's heavy, she got to be incredibly strong herself. I bet she'd still be great fighter unarmed. So you can just go like secret technique cure light, uppercut, or magic fist cure light counter. This match we're talking about, she could do it. Now you make me imagine it. Okay then, how about we imagine it together? How about using her legs too? Mash axe kick, mash killing cutter, mash arraign kick, spin mash right round. I think the last one's a kick. And maybe not. So feel any better? No need to thank me. I know, even if all I did was spill the contents of my brain. I see that you care about me at least. Was I intending to come across like that? Anyway, enough about that. Master, why is it that you have so little faith in your own servant? That's not it. Okay then, what is it? Tell me. What is it that you're so afraid of? The truth is. I guess you can't help but be worried in that case. Feeling both worried and leaving her behind, and guilty about leaving her behind, the spirit of absence, and the spirit of being separated. Your vengeful wrath has been quelled, but your fear of loss remains imprinted in you. That's what you hold within, then there's no helping it is true. Gonna hold you back mercilessly. That may be all like, even if you worry, you gotta watch over her. Or like, even if things get really bad, you gotta get back up anyway. You know, things that are right for a servant to say. But personally, I love wrong answers just as much as I do right ones. So let's slough it up. If things get really bad, let's get through it, whining and crying all the way. And remember, we could always go save her. How about it? I'll wait for her for now. Okay. I wonder just how much determination it took for you to string those words together. The stronger the bond, the greater the fear of loss becomes. Ridding himself of that fear would surely make him happy. Instead, he chose the path of not doing so, the path of acceptance, waiting and seeing. Even though not thinking too hard about it, and just taking action would be more slothful, I chose not to go down that path. And as for me, there is very little I can do for him, nothing more than hold his hand. Oh, I just remembered, a lullaby. His face is still full of worries, even with his eyes closed. Even holding his hand, that doesn't change. I'm so close and so capable, and yet I can't even confront the single person right in front of me. Not even I who hold the powers of Archangel, of Scribe God. It's not like you need me to tell you to do your best, Master. You don't have to do that. You can take it easy and rest. That is what I wish from the bottom of my heart, but well... The reason to do so is also what makes you Master. As said, Mash's situation is peerless, and not because she was left behind in hell, but because she's the core of this whole singularity. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up. Oh, you just woke up. Seems like you had one hell of a pleasant dream. Do you remember what it was about? Not even a bit. Well, I guess that's for the better. Dreams are just spoiled dreams at the end of the day. But I do kind of want to ask. You don't have dreams like that every night, right? Right? Sometimes, but only sometimes. Well, if you say so. Alright, anyway, breakfast. Can you believe it? Today I'm making it for you. What are you making? I didn't think that far ahead. Okay, here comes breakfast. Mercy me. I made it myself, so you better be grateful. Cereal milk, how about that? What about it? Let me make this clear. I don't have anything against it. I mean, cereal is staple at morning. But you're out of your mind if you think this counts as making breakfast. Yeah, well, it's just what I got into the kitchen. This, sloppy feeling assailed me. And then I was like, well, as long as it's edible, who cares? Sloppy feelings, huh? Perhaps start. Anyway, it is what it is. You're fine with cereal you keep. Can I have some more? Of course, here's some cereal, and here's some milk. There, eat to your heart's content. Thanks, I will. However, when we were in hell, we basically only ate rations anyway. Yeah, it tastes good. Don't it? Don't it? How did she move the house so quickly, though? Sloppily made. You wanna mess with me, asshole? What part of my cereal and milk is sloppy, huh? Stop it, Metatron. You'll probably only lose if you mess with him. I should get some more food. And besides, who's Dante to talk? He slacks off, making food all the time. Hehe, well, I at least do the cleaning. And cooking. Not my forte, or splatter scares me. What kind of childish region is that? Well, Dante is basically a child. But yes, cereal and milk makes for an excellent breakfast. Some tea after, and it's perfect. Us Englishmen can't live without our tea, you see. Goodness me, I hope you can wait for a week if you want me to cook. I'll show you what it means to make truly excellent breakfast. We're just going to wait a whole week for you. Now let's eat up so we can get to our debate. Just give me a week. Whoa, he's depressed. You're not gonna catch me waiting a whole week though. Okay, how about 10 hours? So dinner? Very well then, I was thinking we should start our practice. Our Metatron and Makusa here to watch. Aye, soft expression of agreement. Yes, it was just debate. I was thinking even I could help out. I say appreciate it. Now let's get started making teams. Myself and Yuki on one side, Dante and Karak on the other. Dante, we're Karak. With a scholar and lawyer like me by your side, already won't stand a chance. We're gonna lose, aren't we? Let's begin a debate with a more minor topic. So how about this? Tea or coffee? That should do it. The topic can be about how to deal with sinners, or assist with legal parts of the argument. Meanwhile, you and Karak should think hard about why someone is guilty or not, and form opinions around that. The last topic will be that, which we're actually going to argue about. Can Kata's sentence be overturned? Though we don't have to settle the last one by today. We can wrap it up when it's appropriate. Let's just remember it is practice and have a wonderful debate, gentlemen. Okay, I'll fire the starter pistol. Kablam. If I really worked hard, I'll take a break. Hahaha! That sure is the face of a person after a job well done. Darn it. Don't put a damper on the mood just as I'm about to start. But why is this the master battle though? Oh crap. I forgot about that. But this matter is class.
あっち優しいんですね。遠くのものは小さく見える。なら小さなものは遠くにいるってことですよね。原子核まで小さくなーれ。
絶対。
How dare you use dodge? How dare you use dodge? Three hits.
Nanda? あっち見ていてくれます？確かこうかな。1、2、3。カズラチャレンジですね。空間ごとミクロの世界に変えてあげます。どんなに強い相手でも私の前ではこの通り。人呼んでネテックスマジックショー。いいかな。
何の絶対。
Wait. A red revive?
誰も見たちゃんとできます。
我が愛しき命たち、我が麗しきあまたの水よ。さあ今こそゲートオブエーギル。
顕微鏡でも見えない大きさに変えられると思う？できちゃうんだな、これが。さあ光より早くアトムにクロスミリアンフット。
宝具。
いいだろう。大特艦。
あっち見ていてくれます？お先に。問題ありません。秘密の箱ですね。どうして？問題ありません。
共演だとも。弾を降らせよう。しゃらくさいな。
月のかけらを集めるように。いつか私も元気にしたいですね。誰もちゃんとできます。甘く見ないで。大人になれば BB だって変えられます。BB が私の知恵は世界を隠す。原始的にで落ちてみます？さらわれてください。目の錯覚、かっこいいですね。着物のシミになっちゃえ。
健康はまだだ。上だ。大特艦。
あっち
そうか。
優しいんですね。 いい子ね。問題ありません。問題ありません。
食らえ。うの杖取れ。断活せよ。
オーディンめ。
いずれはあなたも。空間ごとミクロの世界に変えてあげます。どんなに強い相手でも私の前ではこの通り。人呼んでメテンクスマジックショー。賢きヘビー。どうして。問題ありません。
まだまだ。
ただ人を。
That's this cheat.
はい。
立ち上がれ。まだ早い。ここで終わることは許さん。
You could just say that I just had to be Dante and that's it. Huh. I'm so tired. I get it now. The world is tea, and that prisoner deserves the death sentence. It seems you're feeling the influence of their argument. In any case, well done. How do you two feel? Have you grasped the trials? I'm conducting this thing clearly now. I was somewhat, as said, the thing I become most aware of. It's how difficult it's going to prove we are innocent. Yeah. Though in my case, Dante was really bad at arguing, so that was a factor. Kata, I was doing it on purpose. Huh? Yes, I had Dante fail on purpose. In order to prove Karia and Pan-Human History's innocence, we're going to need a specific court argument. And since Dante needed to avoid using it, it turned out as one-sided as it did just now. The court argument. I see. So that's why I lost so badly in the coffee and the prisoner argument too. No, I was actually trying there. Why am I not surprised? So what would that argument be? It's the real nuts and bolts of ethics. Basically, I want to employ the plank of kyrenates. That. How about you, Master Arcadia? Do you know about the plank of kyrenates? I don't. Then allow me to explain. The plank of kyrenates is a flawed experience on how to measure justice against sin. Suppose there's a man who has been thrown into the sea after his boat has capsized. Fortunately, right next to him there is a plank of the destroyed ship, and by holding onto it, the man is able to avoid drowning. But as it happens, another man is holding onto the plank as well, and the plank cannot support them both. The first of the men, this has no choice but to push the other man into the sea. The man who survived is charged with murder, but on account of the circumstance, the judge declared him innocent. The situation is called in extremis. We can expand this line of argument from a single person to Karia and to all of Pan-Human history. Pan-Human history was under threat of destruction by the Lost Belts. As such, Pan-Human history organization of Karia had to save the world no matter what. and that is why you have no choice but to destroy the 7 lost spells. Perfectly logical, yes, because you yourselves were on the verge of being destroyed. As such, you acted in order to protect pan-human history, and that is most certainly no sin. That should be enough for now. I think there's no problem in the logic, at least. Yeah, I think it's fine too, Yuki. Honestly, I don't know. Well, I get where you're coming from. But an extremist is going to form the basis of all our arguments going forward. You will just have to accept it. Right, let's switch subjects. Eddie has been judged for crimes against humanity, mass slaughter, performed with the intent of extinction. We will first have to overcome that. Basically, you only kill because you yourself were about to be. When two people rights to live collide, it's always been the one who survives that gets shown priority. Applying this to a plank of carnates, basically the man who did the pushing is innocent. Had the man who has been pushed won instead, then he too would have been innocent. Keep in mind, this does not mean the same thing as might makes right, it's just how the law is applied. Now then, we should think about the prosecutor counter argument. Obviously, he's going to argue in numbers, as in many were killed. Indeed, there's a risk that this overkill is ruled as genocide. In that case, we will suddenly be at disadvantage. However, I have a proposal on how to deal with that. We put pan-human history into the equation. The global population by 2017 was approximately 7 billion. Additionally, the diversity of non-human life was probably higher than most of the lost world. Basically, you were on the verge of losing a number of lives. That proportion. And if so, we can argue for innocence. Good point. For example, the diversity of animals in the Russian lost spells were basically nil. Almost all life other than Demogorgon's human hybrids, known as the Yaga, has gone extinct. The same goes for most of the other lost spells. The amounts of humans and diversity doesn't even compare. Excellent. Now, since we're already on the topic of the lost spells, there's something I want to confirm. What? I don't mind. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine with it, at least. Yuki, how about you? What exactly? Good. There's one thing we cannot avoid in the course of this argument. And that would be reproach of the lost boat, as in we have to treat them as inferior compared to pan-human history. What? I understand how you feel about it, obviously. Hello. Yuki. But in this is worth stressing. In real case of an extremist, it doesn't matter if the survivor is or isn't better than the victim. Oh yeah, well, yeah. The life of the child, with a whole future ahead of them, is precious as the life of the elder, ready with one foot in the grave. If one takes a plank and kills the other, they are not coupled no matter which is which. Sam님 뭐. But what we're discussing is a world versus world situation. Meaning that there's a possibility a topic which world is superior will come to the conversation. What do you think would happen if we abided by our morals and said all worlds are equal? 인간이 어색한 건동와. May be ruined. You can bet that prosecutor will pursue this point endlessly. 어색한 건동와가 인간이. My typing might be into the ocean. 이 겨우파는 게 여기서 이 겨우판 게 대로지. Yeah. Okay. Well, if the prosecutor show mercy, we might make it out of the particular one. Do you think our opponent would? Never. No, never. How one would develop the lens, as in said this. You suppose you will have to keep yourself contained. You may not have to lie. No, you wouldn't want to lie, especially not against Ultimate Curie and Metatron. You had to speak the truth, but know when to keep quiet. Easy on paper, but the pressure on you will be indescribable. Can you endure that? If you cannot, we can have the option to avoid putting you on the witness stand and spend the entire battle with your lawyers speaking on your behalf. It's fine, I can hold it in. Okay, then the next court practice will be simulating the upcoming courtroom battle. You will have to keep your heart steady and justify yourself. Sounds easy, but people have this thing called nervousness, a mental strain that can make them say things they couldn't even believe. You'll often find an innocent man confessing upon being induced into doing so by a prosecutor. You can close your eyes and imagine we are in that courtroom. Come on, friend. Time to keep your heart firm. Can you do that? I'll try. Excellent, then we start again. Let's go. Một áo chó cấm nơi yếu khâu cho sập I want to go a bit further, but I think this is the limit. So it would seem. I can still go on. Yuki, you might not have realized, but you look almost sick right now. Let's just leave it at this. Well then, why don't we go outside for a bit? Especially you, Master Karia. Okay. You're going? Me too, me too. Now take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Thanks, I feel a bit better. Looks like it. You seem to have regained a bit of color. I think it's best you retire for the day, eat dinner, and then hit the hay. That'll be wise. There are other things we have to consider before the appeal. What other thing? Going straight from hell here would take us to the court, but that also means the angels are prepared for us. Near to the court, there are probably First Order angels waiting for us. From what I heard from Morty, you have signed a truce with Venetron, but as applied to the angels. That's the sloth me for you, she encoding the agreement to the letter. Probably on purpose, in order to appear fair. She had no choice but to accept Morty's proposal. But in actuality, she doesn't want to allow pan-human history at all. At least, I imagine that's how she feels. Despite being part of pan-human history herself. Is that really fairness? No question, in Metatron's mind, it probably is seen that way. Or maybe that's just her love at work. Love, huh? Love. To her, Purgatory and Hell are basically tokens of her love for mankind. If their ends are all pathetic either way, then they should at least spare no effort for themselves. I'm sure you encounter heroes with similar convictions on your journey to restore the human order. That said, they are Metatron circumstances, not yours. You should solely do what you must. Now have you calm down a little. Come on, let's keep going, please. Let's debase ourselves more. Haha, even I accept the sloth. I cannot allow it to devolve into corruption. That said, I suppose there's no problem staying here a bit longer. What do you want me to do? Let's go back. You got a lot on your mind, so taking frequent breaks isn't a bad idea. Now, shall we go back inside? You're back. You seem to be a bit more healthy. Thinking you can keep going. Somewhat. Here's where I normally tell you to not force yourself. But right now, we cannot afford not to really. That's how court battles are. Thinking about it. I once watched an old movie about divorce custody. And they really go on. In on each other's in a very personal way. It's not like they hated each other or anything. I mean, it's the same for me. No, well, actually, yeah. When you went through the 7 lost spells, talked to the residents, right? Maybe you didn't need to do that, but it was a very important thing to do. As long as you don't forget that, I think you can remain who you are right now. Thanks. No problem. I'm tired. Come in. Excuse me, well, you certainly seem spent. The debate must have been hell for you. How are you feeling? No headache or nausea? It's like I used parts of my brains I never knew about. I would imagine so. You know what? Let me tell you something interesting. Once upon a time, there was an angel and a devil who started an argument. All the lawyers are down in hell. No, it's not the same joke, so please wait a second. So I just realized, it is the same. Then why did you insist? This is me we're talking about, so I thought I could come up with something quick. But I couldn't think of anything good. The deadline was too short, and genre was outside my wheelhouse. Good grief. What genre is in your wheelhouse then? My romance, of course. How about this? Do you perhaps have something you're interested in? Actually, wait, let me guess. First, I'm gonna get it right, because I'm the romance author, Dante Alikihiri. The person you're interested is... Wait, maybe they're not a person. Is that insert concept here? You fancy cheerful gloomy? Answer only with yes. No? Probably? Partially? Yes. Probably not. Or unknown. Now the next question. The insert concept you fancy here is... Is Kelly... No. Yushan. Why is it Tiger Tank? There, I'm right, aren't I? Wrong. Okay, but I was close, wasn't I? Not even remotely. Though with this, I think aggressive onto one of your strengths, your ability to like things. You like everything you experience on your journey, right? Sure, you have moments, anger and sorrow. But at the same time, nothing has ever taken away your faith in people, even if some of them may have been your sworn enemies. Maybe you struggle over your own feelings before, but that's the Beno virtue of humanity. And no matter how Beno, it is beautiful. Okay, sorry for taking your time when you're so tired. Okay, then sleep well. Wait, there's something I forgot to say. It's about Mash Kirlai. Mash. I heard she's a demi-servant of Galahad of the Round Table. And if so, your final destination is obviously to become just like Galahad. Being fair and benevolent to all is also meaning being coolly objective to all. She won't be allowed love or romance, but will only continue to fight on like a machine. And if that happens, I would find it very sad. Maybe I think too hard about these things. Well then, good night. Ashwood? Ash's demeanor is clearly changing. Her facial expression is turning sharper. Her steps are filled with less and less doubt. On the battlefield, that would be comforting, but right now, it's the opposite. These are dangerous symptoms, no doubt. Ash is changing into someone else. And Fearly Mash herself is entirely unaware of it. No, she did have some level of awareness about it before, but not anymore. Let's keep going, have a trot. We should go to that library once more. Sure. I need to take back what I lost. That's correct, but still somehow wrong. Ash is just trying to get it back because it was taken from her. The feelings that should go along with the directive had disappeared. Hey Mash, if you can't get out of here without becoming a ruler, what will you do then? So, there's not much I can do about it. I'll have to become a ruler. And the resolve of the singularity. I still don't know. If what Metatron's trying to say is right, and the singular has some use, then there's no need to rectify it. Better keeping it in place would perhaps be fair and correct. What are you even saying? Singularities have to be erased no matter what, don't they? Regardless of how painful and sad they may be, as the path you have chosen. That's what's right for you and for Chaldea. I don't know what's right for Metatron Johnny, but having come this far, Chaldea agreeing with her argument will be unthinkable. I shouldn't have to match all this, nor will she never doubt correcting a singularity. That is true. We have no grounds on which to agree with what she considers right. After having destroyed so many singularities and lost modes. Good, it's a bit weak too, but the earnestness and humility that forms Mash core still remains. Metatron Johnny wants to turn Mash into a ruler no matter the cost. But as long as I'm here, she won't have it her way. Okay, Gaudium picture. 조용자. Yeah, yeah. Now that we decided on our argument for the time being, we should have a rebuttal to any opposing viewpoints. Okay, we all did our best. Great work, everybody. Now the problem will have appeal accepted by the Supreme Court. All the while, any patrolling angels will still see us as enemies. There should be about 1 million of them. That many. Metatron is famous for vast numbers, after all. How'd it go? 10 grace. Per team, 50,000 blessings. 22 wings. 365,000 eyes, like the suns in 49 jewels. Okay, I didn't get any of that, but it sounds awesome. Aren't you supposed to be some great writer? Give me a week or so. That's the kind of power we're dealing with, not to mention the backup from the whole group. Taking on 1 million angels would be easier task. Metatron is not the kind of opponent that can be defeated head-on. So what do we do? What to do indeed. All we have to do is go to court, file our appeal, and have it accepted. That's if we can somehow avoid the angels and make it all the way there. But even if one of us does make it, then it's game over. If you ask me, it's too risky a bet. Dante Alighieri speak correctly. His voice. Kotomiri Kiri. Now then, are we going to play Mahjong? Definitely not. I see a disappointment, but I shall look past it for now. The angel is starting on alert stats right now, and continue to patrol the area around the Supreme Court. If you plan to file an appeal there, it will be pertinent to destroy them first. A simple and effective plan, yet you choose to stand here and waste time. Yeah, so what are you really trying to say? Are we to take this as you exercising a role as a bit of a clergyman? My, oh my, look who it is. Tell us, Kotomiri Kiri. It is plain to see that you are an apostle of the alien god, and counted as enemy in the singularity. Yet your real interest is the opportunity to fulfill your role as a prosecutor here, is that correct? Exactly so. You want to help us. Well, can I barely sit back and watch? My role in the first place was to confront your appeal. I can hardly do so from afar. But everything must have its price, when you say. Wait just a moment. I appreciate your offer, but we had little chance from the start. One more person won't make a difference. That does appear to be the case, despite the presence of one fragment of Metatron. What? And the creator of Singular, you appear to be up against a wall. Any good argument tends to hurt someone. Even if I join you, it would take a considerable amount of efforts for even one person to reach the Supreme Court. I see. But what about you alone, Father Kotomiri? I assume that you would not register in the Angel's Patrol Net. You assume correctly. For example, if you were to act as my valet, then Yuki would be able to get through the blockade without issue. But this method will only work if we exclude everyone else present. There's simply too many of you for it to work otherwise. And that shall be your last resort. Do you have any other suggestions? It would be possible to thin their ranks if someone were to act as a decoy. Not a bad plan, but the question is, who gets to be the bait? We can decide that later. What else is there? My last proposal may be to your liking, but we will need to prepare first. For that purpose, I would like to request the service of your detective agency. The detective agency. That is what you were calling yourselves. Yes, I have a commission for you. Would you take the passage to court as my payment? So here is what we're dealing with. get quality parts from the 9th through the 4th order angels, preferably without destroying them. That's what he wants. What the hell is he thinking? Well, as I expected, Napoleon of crime. I understand immediately, do you not? I have no clue. Ah, very well, I'll tell you. We're probably going to be hacking them. So we're going to hack the angels and bring them over to our side. It's a good idea, but will it get us all the way to the courtroom? It's only natural to worry about whether or not it will. But given the curiosity of the angels, it might be what we were looking for. We can discuss that later. For now, Detectives, you have a request. Roger that. Dante and Metatron will be off gathering angels separately. Those two should be able to handle anything they come across. Right then, I'll have to play bait for a bit. Hope I get a bit nimble. Come on this way. Good, sure pick up a huge pack of them. Self-reinforcement alone wasn't enough, so I got a simple auxiliary attached to my leg. Damn, it feels like they're about to fall apart at the spring. There's some 8th order. Now if I can draw in some segments. Got it, take a 7th order. I'll bring them in, so they don't call on reinforcements. Count on you. Got it. Phew, damn, that stinks. You alright? Yeah, it's not as though I'm injured from overdoing it a bit. I can get by somehow if all it takes is one more try. Never mind that, Brody is in this condition fine as far as the request specified. Oh yes, they're as close pristine as we asked for. But the rest will be from the 6th to the 4th orders. That seems more difficult to see at least. One more try is what I told you. The implication that being based on how the current battle was fared. I expect that you could evade 6 orders attacks as you are now. Be honest, how is it? I get it's difficult truth to be told. If luck is on my side, I can find a way to manage. Relying on fortune is the lowest form of criminal scheme. I want to categorically reject the notion. Then that should we meet up with Dante and letters. It might sour efficiency, but it'll do a wonder for difficulty. Let's do it. I understood. Now what's going on over their way? Guess we're joining force. The 9th through 7th orders, as you can see, are fairly well in hand, but it gets a bit trickier past the 7th. I wonder, what should I do? Most of your group has a similar problem. Shoot, for the most part, we had cut up playing decoy, but the 6th order and higher proves difficult. A decoy, how do you manage that? Policy reinforcements for my leg strength. Reinforcement. Got a better idea. Yeah, huh, want to try a reinforcement that's a little more otherworldly. Sounds fine enough. But what about side effects? Aching muscles for tomorrow. I hear you. If it's only that bad, I guess. Only sour muscles. You're really sure? Or can you really be okay? I'm getting a very unpleasant feeling, but nobody except me can do it anyway. Ten graces upon the abyssal open finds eyes for after a moment time. What is wool? Yuki is anything but me different though. Something about you sparkling. That's gaudy, huh? But I guess it works. Fine for decoy purpose. Give them hell. Yeah, it's a sure thing. You're still running behind schedule. But what do you expect from a decoy anyway? And what kind of schedule are you talking about? Don't overdo it. Sure, got it. Then I guess I'm back to it. What is amazing, I kind of feel like a servant now. It's like my endurance has been amped through that route, so I should be at least able to weather one hit. Though that might leave a scary after effects or something. Don't let your guards get cut up. Yeah, our 4th order will probably call for reinforcements to bring over some 5ths and 6th quickly. Here goes. Now let's see if Utter takes the bait. Whoa. That's right, of course. Why wouldn't it take a shot at me? I'm selling this. I just kicked the wall with all my might, but is the rest of me still okay? Good, though it's freaking me out that it is. Damn, that bunch had better reasoning ability than the orders showed. They at least have grass on pincer attack. So try. Ludif, where do you come from? You see me. Don't read into it, I'm simply feeling off today. I may be Cureline's enemy, but I'm not yours. No, that's not right either. The only one I want to make an ally of is Yuki. You're really more of a kind of sword, maybe. Okay. Just kicking stuff around half-mindedly on your way, back there. That's all you're going for. Help was appreciated. Yuki's also summoning a servant nearby as well. The range is far, so probably not more than one. Sounds good, how about if I give them some nice gentle strokes? Break one enemy cage. That shouldn't be hard with love. All I just need will be a support character, worker. Where's my rulers?
はいはい。
海よ海よ、我が愛しき北欧の海、我が海よ、ここにその可能性を見せよ。
真実こそ時の娘、ならば虚妄は闇の娘。チクタクチクタクさかまく時間は嵐のように。イシャラー、死んでしまえ。完璧に死ね。見たいっつうの。見たいっつうの。嵐がついてくる。リリース。はいはい。真実こそ時の娘、ならば虚妄は闇の娘。チクタクチクタクさかまく時間は嵐のように。イシャラー、死んでしまえ。はいそこ、キッチフラーフェル、バラバラ貼り付け殺人事件。
立ち上がれ、まだ早い。ここで終わることは許さんぞ。
Getting by somehow. Is this enough to get you where you're headed? If it is, I'm gonna skedaddle. Oh yeah, thanks. Got no reason to be thanking an enemy. So you're an enemy? Oh duh. Despite saying that before we were on the same side. Oh, did I say that? I might have. I wouldn't believe it if I heard it secondhand, but you're making this all up as you go along. Oh, don't... Does that count against me now? Yeah, it would. Not that I'm righteous enough position to approach you. Got that right, poor Kudok. With hardly a nudge, turned ally after being an enemy in directionless singularity. The way you know exactly what buttons to push to makes me wonder just how much you know about us. Oh, everything. Name it and I know it. Then what's the point of being an antagonist towards MASH? Why, huh? Well, that'll be telling. If a certain someone wants to hear exactly why, I'll say, no, I probably decline anyhow. He's back. Right, I was a bit anxious, but it seems to have worked out. Oh well, time for another wave. Okay, you'll take it from here, right? Got it.
空間ごとミクロの世界に変えてあげます。どんなに強い相手でも私の前ではこの通り。人呼んでネテンクスマジックショー。いい子ね。 担当できます。空間ごとミクロの世界に変えてあげます。どんなに強い相手でも私の前ではこの通り。人呼んでネテンティマジックショー。綺麗でしょ。ふふふ。綺麗な花にはトゲがあるというでしょ。私の場合は罠でしたね。
So tired, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. This is a place for napping. Boost me on your back. Up, 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 up. Broken doll. Well, I know I worked like a man. I hope this was worth the effort. I had no clients who was meant to carry all this. Then I shall land ahead. King Ahsoka. It's very appreciated. You're sure it won't conflict with anything. Not out of the fellowship. This much helps should be reasonable. So long as it elevates the suffering of friends. Thank you. Oh, you have everything prepared. Rather quicker than expected, or did you perhaps enlist some outside assistance? I guess it's a matter of share and share alike. Well, can you manage with these? A moment, I have sent the invitations. They should arrive soon. Invitations. If you permit me the word, I will introduce myself and greet you. I am Nugget, the Chamberlain Doll, and this is my lord, the Transcendent Craftsman, Daedalus. Do you need the gates for hell, toilets for devils? Please make an order befitting my lord. I am merely an inconsequential mage, called by the name Kashinkoji, because I was called. What did you need? We would appreciate an analysis of these angels. I recommend refraining from putting forth words like analysis so loosely. Be mindful that commissioning the transcendent craftsmen with poorly elaborate requests may cost your life. It was well and fine if you're willing to spend a millennium on analysis of all the matter in the universe. We're to explore for weakness, not for particular weakness, or for any aspects whatsoever. I'd like you to focus only on their network functionality. Network. It's pure speculation. It seems the network function allows the 7th order to preside over the 8th and 9th, as well as the 4th order over the 5th and 6th. However, I believe that if we seize the function, it follows that angels can be neutralized. I see. I receive. I comprehend, says my lord. My lord has this to say. The angels are interesting stuff, but it's so very unsatisfying that its network function should be the only thing tinkered with. Let me incorporate some additional gimmicks, specific cascading transformation sequence. How does that sound? Hold it, that's not what we're getting at. We need you to dial it back a little. I'm trying to see what prosecutor code has in mind, and any kind of exterior modification would defeat the point. Perhaps some manner of internal AI airments. But we're ready to add anything like Gallon guns. I suppose anything is fine as long as the exterior remains intact. It may be pointless endeavor. If such thing satisfies you, then it's perfectly alright. Now can we leave the job to you? Understood. I already say I comprehend fully, so the rest of you should fully stop intruding on my workplace. We will fulfill the tasks to your liking. If you have a day to spare, there won't be any problems. Catch you later. Got it. That is encouraging. Every man to his trade. We shall trust this with the experts. Let's begin. Since they were now monkeying around at the furious speed, I guess we'll leave them to it. Sounds good. Hey, thanks to you, Prosecutor Kamui, I can see a glimmer of light. And well, you should. However, let me say this. What has become possible now is only your reaching of the Supreme Court. In other words, you waste your efforts if there are no prospects of winning after that point. That goes without saying, Prosecutor Kamui. You have always prepared accordingly. The sins have already been committed, and their punishment have been laid out. Now it's up to you to choose which punishment to receive. Well then, I leave the rest in your hands. Ah, there is one last thing to say. I'll see you in court. You don't suppose Kamui showed up just to say that, do you? I thought so too, but saying it out loud would just make me collapse, so I'm holding back. I suppose we have a patient wait ahead of us until tomorrow. Excuse me, but I need some tea. Alyssa, give me sugar, some chocolate, will work, cacao, iron, theobromine. Tea and chocolate, I suppose that's reasonable provision. Gokuro, if you have it. High taste bring high hopes, my lord adds. What is Gokuro? And high taste, could afford to be more specific. But I suppose it's fine, I raised some funds before long. Think there's any Gokuro? Yeah, there is. It's what I've been drinking. Perfect. Yeah, there sure is. Hey, hold on there. That's my Gokuro. Ha 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 ha. Green tea. Gokuro is actually green tea. Cut off. What are you doing up this late? Seems like they're still working. We're getting an early start tomorrow. Go to bed. Already ready to mash. I probably never understand how you feel. After all, you overcome so many similarities and lost spells. In spite of that, there's something I can say here to you now. Nothing we can do about it. I expect if Mash hurt, we were worried sick over her. She'd be too serious to even make a joke. True. Apparently not even be on the list of options anymore. You might be right. If nothing else, our opponent is scribe of God, the Archangel Metatron, its concept as close as you can get to him. One's now. 22. Have you made up your mind? No, not yet. That is the problem. If you do not become ruler, it won't be possible to leave this place. That can't be true. Whatever the nature of this space, it's easy to imagine that it's close to reality marble. So just because it's inside you doesn't mean you can maintain this mental world indefinitely. Ah, you're the Guardian's fairy, aren't you? Ash is too strong to ever bow down to you, so give it up and tell us how to get over here. Way I see it, aren't you the ones who should give it up? Who's there? Hi there, gals. Or maybe she nice to meet you, habriiel first. Actually, it's kinda like my first time meeting both of you, but whatever. All that time, you've been stuck to her all this time. Lilith, you're... Now just who am I going to side with here? Would it be best to make CureLight into a super lame ruler? Or maybe I'd rather you stay human so you can suffer until you die. What do you think, CureLight? Lilith, I have no business with you. You have nothing to deal with this. Oh, don't be like that. Did you do something to her, Metatron? I have taken possession of the emotions that's going along with her memories. All makes sense. If you're taking away all her memories, there's a risk of losing something else. Like her combat chops, or experience she's COVID until now. All that goes poof. But emotions COVID alongside her battles and travels are different. What she felt and what she fought. If you take away those, then CureLight will choose to turn from shooter into ruler. With supreme talent and fairness, she would defend the order and be a ruler like no other. I already said she won't. So like Metatron, here's what I think. Will this like never go anywhere? Before I answer you, must tell me why you're here, Lilith. Only those who are beckoned may enter my no phantasm. That's because I did get beckoned, duh. I told you I'd turn CureLight into a ruler, and you just let me in. So CureLight, what else do you think is needed for you to become a ruler? I don't know. How about habriiel? How would I know? Oh, you don't know? It's so easy though. I should get away from her. Wait, she's after me? Win. habriiel. Oh, let me go. I'll at least give you enough time to say goodbye to CureLight. Ah, this is bad. Lilith means business. I might die. If I die here, what will happen then? I don't know. Will I disappear or will I only be unsummoned? And if I disappear, what's Smash gonna think? My chest is tight with worry. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Should I say goodbye to Mash? No, not in this situation. If there's anything I should tell her, then it's this. Don't lose, Mash. Don't let yourself be defined by someone else's word. Aw, think about CureLight to the bitter end. I'm so touched. Stop. Nope. Ah. 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 Why I can't use my MP?
バンカーボルトリロード被弾確認収束了解時短一歩前にブーストストライクズのぶっとべバーニア邪魔しますたーい敵だった真っ二つ時短一歩了解ブースト邪魔これで邪魔フル回転邪魔ハイアグレッドダイスの一軸真っ二つパラドクセーブセット一歩両一歩前にブーストストライクズの邪魔フル回転邪魔バーニア邪魔します邪魔夜を飲み込む邪魔
Oh damn, I guess that's not first go, whatever. You lied to me. This won't make her a ruler, far from it. Instead, JP-rKyE won't become anything at all. She will rot away, soul and all, and die within this no phantasm. You did this for that? You're out of your mind. Oh, it's really important to me. Didn't I tell you before? I thought this can't stand by you. But then you went and got sealed away in here. So then, like, it struck me, how about you simply rot away in here forever? Wanna kill me? Hate me? Good, that's more like it. More human. You're in a state of mind far removed from any ruler, so I can't stand to listen to you anymore, love. Your existence will end here as well. There's no difference between death here and in reality. Really now, I mean, duh, but I'm not love anyway, so rot away, keep dying for all eternity. That's the kind of end that fits the best of all Curly. And then she gets revenge later on. She was in love, meaning that she was Ludum, one of Ludum's children, or is supposed to a clone. She sacrificed one of her children on a suicide mission. Have a chart, get up. Please, get up. I guess I'm still alive. You're alive. You're alive, so please. What happens to me doesn't matter, even if I disappear. The records are true. All thanks to the shared achievement we know as human history. And together with Kareya, you protect that achievement, so me disappearing doesn't matter. It does, how could it ever not matter? Ah, I see, but then you really can't become a ruler anymore. Fairness is the cornerstone of any ruler. Standing up in defiance of grief in your heart is what makes a ruler, doesn't it? But you, Mash, can't do that. Maybe you could before, but now. Now I can't. I don't have that kind of courage. I haven't changed. I was always spineless, a coward. No, Mash, there's courage that no human needs. But you're just kind of an ordinary girl. I've tried, you shouldn't talk. Yeah, it's a shame. I was looking forward to seeing you in your wedding dress. A real shame. How about... How about try? Call the match Curly. She's your guardian figure. So long as the shield is in your control, there's no issue. She has simply gone back inside of the shield temporarily. So she's alive? If you treat her wounds someplace safe, there is a high chance she will recover. However, in order to do so, you must return that rusty shield to its former glory. The shield, but I can't become a ruler anymore. True, becoming a ruler is most likely no longer possible for you. Which is a pity from my perspective. But even so, you must open the gates to a new class. Your path terminates here. At the library, you must search for a way to remember to understand in advance. If you do not, Habitat will die. I understand. Mash. Can you see we have finished? As the root techniques of the transcendent transcendence, the network function has been clearly tinkered with, sticky glue in shiny fashion. This damn huge mechanism, the so-called Fourth Order Angels, will obey your commands with total obedience. Treat them well. Most convenient. Damn, must have fallen asleep here. Wake up! Fixes not censored. It's my lord's command. Oh, it's done. Yes, by my lord's word, it is done. Recompense is expected. Already would take care of that when he wakes up. Just gonna let him deal with that. Oh, what a splendid morning, clients. And I see the test is finished. Yes, as you see, so to pay, give it over. Hey, you mean the chocolate and Gokuro? Not precisely. We were not told the reward would be 10 million QP, or equivalent value in cubes. The price preset as much. Right! I understand. Can I open a tab? That won't suffice. I just need a little bit of time. Dante, you got cash? Right. A little genius is usually a man of means. We're already. Alright, sorry to do this so early in the morning, but we got money to make. Come on, with me. Got it. Good grief. Seems like I stole your line this time. Don't worry, try and put words in my mouth. One, two, three. This is starting to do it as a word. Thank you. Please be sure to have the conversation prepared next time. Alright. Seems the works is finished. Shall we be off then? Everyone's all together now. You bastard! Do you mean me? Are you setting off? It appears we have a trial to attend. Ah, I see. Aristocrat may have a moment. Despite what you might think, Kotsumi is as near perfect as a clergyman as can be. The position prosecutor allows him to be used the talents to his fullest. He shows neither nancy or sympathy, and that is one thing you can be certain of. But as I said, while he is near perfect, nobody truly is. It's necessary for his expression to remain unchanging, who will want a sermon from an upset priest. And he is impartial as a ruler. So long as you stand firm in your arguments, we will find a way through. Now please wait a moment while go get Metatron. So tired. Just hold out for a bit. You're going to the Supreme Court this early in the morning. Yes, we're ready as we can be. Oh, excuse us, the enemy is here. Prosecution is not your enemy, Mr. Marody. But that doesn't make us close friends by any measure. Think of us as colleagues who happen to have opposing viewpoints. That's how you view this. Who want to work with someone that might stab them in the back. Either way, I'm guessing this means we can count on Kotsumi here as one of us. Naturally, that is the reason I'm accompanying you, after all. Fine then. So how did we get to the courtroom? Yes, I was pondering about that yesterday. We caused a riot with the angels overrunning the main street, then took advantage of it to slip through the back roads. It's a simple plan, but they are all basically drones. I thought it would work better this way. A sensible decision. Now before we leave, have you forgotten anything? You likely will not be returning to Granado, so be sure to pack everything. It's already that time, isn't it? I'm gonna miss you all as well. But you cannot stop moving forward. Everyone must eventually leave the nest at some point. Yeah, you're right. You've done so much for us. We are grateful. Do you want your dagger back? Now please hold on to it. It was made thanks to your hard work, so it should stay with you. I see, thanks again. Then let me see you off with a sermon as sham. Priest should. Neither sin nor punishment are evil acts of themselves. The act of evil has been dubbed as a sin. And those who commit them deserve retribution, that is punishment. At times such acts are performed without ill intent, and it is never shameful to be punished. May your path of choice ever shine. Was he a priest? As far as I know, no. I guess at times even a servant isn't fully aware of their true nature. For now, we can appreciate the ceremony. Are your preparations completed? Yeah, we're good. I'm taking care of disposing all the important documents. There's nothing just invigorating about burning things like that. It burns and burns, burns. So much red. I see you have steeled yourself on this path. Now we simply wait for Metatron's law. Everything is such a pain, and I want to drop it all. That's what you probably expect me to say. But it's really a chore going all the way there. This master can't carry me. Yeah. Don't you have anything to take? Now I suppose you wouldn't. Not a thing. I have my memories, but those are all up here. And that's pretty much all I need. You make infrared root. I doubt the angels will supply it will take notice. All we have to do is follow the menu to boot the angel. Nothing quite like booting a mech. I can't deny his certain appeal. Shibidoo Bop. What was all that about? Only testing to see if it would attack us. You know, there's probably better ways to do that. Either way, there don't appear to be any issues. Now we just input the commands. Once accepted the command and begins moving, it will not be easy to stop. Are you good and ready, Q? Once we begin, you will once again be judged for your sins. I made my decision. No issues with command inputs. Angels are on their way down to the main avenue. Let's go. Yes, it's working. The larger units on our side are infecting the small and medium-scale patrolling angels over the network. Engage the enemy. Enemies patrolling angels. Use the infected network to distinguish friend from foe. Meanwhile, they avoid combat as much as while infecting even more angels. If I had to describe it, viral epidemic that continues to evade antibodies. That sounds terrible. Well, it did come from me. I thought I had come up with the idea. I suppose we start moving now. Yeah, come on. Shall we take care of them quickly before they call for help? You had best use the dagger-bound fuel to contain the area without samples. Got it. Then I too shall give my almost assistant. Please give me your orders, Yuki. I am certain an experienced master such as yourself would know exactly what to do. Great. I swear that man is a servant at pushing someone's button.
海をね
じゃ優しいんですね。顕微鏡でも見えない大きさに変えられると思う。できちゃうんだなこれが。さあ光より早くアトムにクロスメリアンフット。
立ち上がれ。まだ早い。ここで終わることは許さんぞ。
Who knows? Now let's move forward while undercover. Nonetheless, this too will take a little more patience. Rejoice defense. From this point, the angels of the first through the third orders were waiting to welcome us, along with King Ahsoka as gatekeeper. What have you planned for them? It goes without saying. We charge in. Listen, don't worry about the first order angels. The more you put up a fight, the more you stand to lose. King Ahsoka, on the other hand, is different. Tante and I have a long history of him from the Granado. His purpose as gatekeeper is to aim for absolute impartiality. He will leave the angels no room for interference, and not even the Judge Metatron has sway over him. His position as gatekeeper is also curious, to say at least for a heroic spirit of his stature. Therefore, he will undoubtedly show some response to our actions. This is Dante in my prediction. If we mess up, it means total annihilation. But if this bear fruits, it means only one fight. But that makes sense. However, it unfortunately has nothing to do with me. From here, I'll be taking my leave ahead of you. You ran off. Yeah, he did, of course. The angels will ignore Kotomine. King Ahsoka will probably let him pass without a second thought. Our positions are different after all. Of course, for us, it's night and day. We are unwanted visitors with unrecognized lawyers. And yet, in order to obtain the appeal, we must demonstrate necessary proof. Proof that we are worthy of walking past the Supreme Court gates. Can we win? Show some confidence. Do you think we can win, Master? Sorry, can't be sure. Yes, so, of course the fight with the gatekeeper is unavoidable. No choice but to go for it. Then with that, Yuki, if you give the signal to charge. I believe that moments like these are the Master's duty. Let's move. Of course they'll be rushing in. Okay, leave this to me. I'll handle them in my own lazy way. So in the meantime, make sure King Ahsoka hears what you have to say. Metatron. Later. You don't stop now, keep running. Okay. Why don't ignore me? That more like it's obvious that first orders are above my league. But buying some time will come easily enough. You've come. We want to reach the Supreme Court, so please let us pass. That would not be possible. I'm guard of the gates against all manners of evils, and all manners of sins, such is my duty. Which are we? It is not for me to tell you. Return angels. I am guard of the gates against all manner of evils and all manner of sins. However, I may admit any manner of sin. Only those with sin may pass through these gates. Abandon all hope in all who enters here. Live is not evil, but it is come with sin. You must either face down that sin or challenge it in court. Who will challenge it? A fine answer. Class answer, true name King of Soka. Demonstrate the path. You have walked here. Are you serious? No one? No one? No one, then I have to use Kazura. Wait, he changed up? What do you mean Lancer's weak? Seriously fast! So I just have a ruler.
逆説融合かけらを集めてさなぎは蝶に変身する。お待たせマスター、これが私の究極体アトムニクロスムリアーグッド。さらわれてください。綺麗でしょ。
What? What do you mean he gets used to improvement? I don't see the MP part either. Neutral damage. Seriously, neutral damage.
嵐を呼びます。リルムが騒いでいますね。堕落しましょうか。いいですよ。あなたが愛しい、ただ愛しい。なので闇に紛れて狭間に消えて。イシャーラーとはの知って。賢きヘビに行くぞ。 夜の帳は永遠にどうぞ。はい、いいですよ。耐えてくださいね。
頼む。
天輪仏頭アビチャ
すぐそうですよ。拒否します。約束。
Oh wait, I clicked the wrong button. I thought that was used revise. That was actually forfeit the battle. Does he even have a weakness? Or do I have to use Saber? Instead I'll use Avenger then, I guess. Also, these cameras are really straight.
救世主の山に隠されし伝説、神なき人々が見る絶パラディシャトーテフ逃がさん。
How? You got stunned!
光7つの氷
That's pretty low.
一切主情をあまねく
But you got stunned, so how can you use your MP? That makes no sense.
オーディン
ぬるい岩窟の底に隠されし神秘、陰秘の究極たる炎、今ここにパラディシャトーテフ行け。遅い、脆い、薄い、弱い。絶望する。それが地獄す。あまり近づくな。ぜ我が黒煙がその道を開く。パラディシャトーテフ しかして希望せん。
蹴散らして
獅子の奇妙
Again?
仏法守護仏的大佐ダルマー昇華チャクラパルテ
消えん結界。
マスター。
ぴったりだ。ギルガメッシュ赤くつくぞダッシュ来い。キャッター
両サイドお待ち。
頼む。アーチャーこっちだ。アルテラ
我
クソじゃコス君せー救世主の山に隠されし伝説神なき人々が見る絶望パラディシャトーデフ遅い脆い薄い弱い絶望それに
たまには
あと
ね。遥か遠けき思いたち、今なお残る神々の愛よ。さあここよ、ゲート・オブ・エーギル。
岩窟の底に隠されし神秘陰秘の究極たる炎今ここにパラディシャトーデフ
Still alive?
逃がさん
What's with that HP?
もう終わりか。
Oh, thank goodness there was no
な
more.
んだつまらぬな。
Splendid, you may pass. But be still. They have shown their power. In doing so, what remains is to take the matter to court. Therefore, depart mechanical angels. Now allow me to guide you, Yuki and Kadok. From this point, all that you are hereby on the line. Can you stay true? Count on it. Good point, I'll do my best until I can no longer can. Wheezing slothful me has worked enough for a lifetime. The time has come, O Metatronius law. Yeah, got it. The final showdown is upon us. At least I'll be there to watch the proceedings. I see. As for the rest, there's MASH, yeah. Great MASH. It's unfortunate, but we haven't the time to slow our progress now. If nothing else, not going to trial means everyone will be on the run, us included. I cannot imagine the angels will keep their peace forever. I suppose not. I do want to wait for her, but we got to go, don't we? You're right, MASH is tough. She'll definitely catch up. Oh, look at all these arrows. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 chapters at least. But looking at the arrows, that's quite long. Oh, fighters bots here. I think stopping here is fine. I'll do the other chapters another day or later. I want to take a break for now. So thanks to those who stopped by